Working hard, people. Be nice to each other. I'll see you later. Hope I don't need to do retakes. What is happening, people? It is Brian Alsruhe with NEVERsate.com, and my friends are telling me that my grip sucks. Thanks, Juji. So yeah, as I'm sure many of you are aware, my good buddies Juju Fu and Tom have their own kind of grip company called Grip Genie, where they have all kinds of grippers, other different tools and stuff that are absolutely amazing, and they both know with my time off how terrible my grip has gotten, as well as my backflip. So I'm gonna have to start training and then get back with them very, very soon. However, if you guys are also in the market, you can save yourself 20% by getting used Gripper 20. I'm not getting paid for it, guys. They're just my friends, so they sent me this. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Now, for today's video, what I wanted to do was kind of a programming type of thing, because I know a lot of people here during the summer have a lot less time than they normally would because of vacations, awesome things going on, people graduating. There's a lot of stuff that goes on during summer that doesn't normally go on. Also, a lot of times the gym kind of takes a backseat priority to awesome summer activities. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a workout today, just a template that won't only work to help you get shredded for the summer, but it's also a great thing that I always fall back on at those times in your programming where like maybe you got a little bit injured or you're on vacation or something came up at work where you missed enough time on your program that you're kind of stuck where you can't really just jump right back in, but you also, you're walking in the gym going, I don't know what I'm doing. Now, if you are walking in the gym saying, I don't know what to do, I feel very, very upset with you because I've spent a lot of time putting out free programs so that no one has to walk in the gym going, I have no idea what to do. However, if you do find yourself in that situation, like right now, what I encourage you to do is just follow this template. It's gonna be the same day. You just plug in different exercises at different rep ranges. It's the easiest thing, literally the simplest program in the world to follow. You'll get done in like 45 minutes. It's all positive things. And it's all gonna be accomplished in 5 easy steps. Step number 1, get a clock. Literally this entire day is just driven by the clock. So you're gonna need something, whether it be your cell phone with a running clock, even better would be a gym timer, or there's a lot of apps out there that are timers for working out so that at the top of every minute, you get a countdown where it beeps saying 3, 2, 1, go. If you can get that, it does something psychologically to make you answer that call. Also, it will make you hate those 3 beeps. Step number 2 is you're just gonna have to choose what you wanna work that day. So like what you're gonna focus on to the whiteboard. That's what I'm saying. We bring the whiteboard to us. We don't go to the whiteboard. I'm definitely knocking it over, there's no doubt. Pow, magic of YouTube. So, like I said, on the second step, all you're gonna choose is what you're doing that day. By that, all I mean is for the strength portion, because the workout's gonna have 3 separate portions. A strength portion, a secondary portion, and an assistance portion, okay? For the strength portion, that's just gonna set the tone for the day. So you're pretty much gonna choose a big compound movement. Typically for most people, that's gonna be one of the big 4, the squat, the bench, the deadlift, or the overhead press. It could be a variation of that. It can be whatever you want, because remember, this is just kind of stuff that you're fitting in. This isn't like part of your overall huge periodization and your progression. This is just something that's kind of in there. So if you feel like doing a log incline bench, do a log incline bench. I'm proud of you. Now for the strength portion, I want you to stick to 2, 3, or 5 type of rep range, pretty much somewhere between 2 and 5, because again, you're working your strength, right? We're gonna up the reps later, but for right now, you're gonna go at the top of every minute for 10 minutes. So I don't want you guys to think of this in traditional intensities type of ways. So if I said, go at 70% for the top of every 10 minutes, since we're in kind of a random program type of thing, you can't really set it up like that, or else you're probably gonna be more disappointed than not because you're thrown off. You're probably not gonna perform the way that you would if you were on kind of a regimented type of thing. So typically what I like to do is just keep it very linear. So I will choose a rep range for the day. If I'm feeling good and feeling strong, I'll pick 2. If I'm feeling about average, I'll pick 3. If I'm feeling a little beat up, I'll probably go with something like 5. Then the intensity will just kind of match whatever it is, because obviously I can do more reps with 2 than I can with 5. It's math, people. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you are gonna be doing 10 sets because it is 10 minutes, and the top of every minute, you need to go again. Now, I know the every minute, only minute, or the top of every minute is confusing some people, so let me explain it again, all right? So let's say for this exercise, you have 3 squats at the top of every minute for 10 minutes. That means when you say go and the second hand starts moving, you have 3 squats to do. So if that takes you 15 seconds to get it done, then it takes you 15 seconds. If it takes you 20 seconds, it takes 20, right? As you go around, however long, when you finish it, that's how much rest you get, all right? So when the hand gets back up to the top, it's your turn again. It's that simple, people. Just every minute, on the minute, you go. But sticking with the example of the 3 squats, you have 10 sets to get through. So typically what I like to do is start my rounds usually at around 50 to 65 percentile, something in that rep range. I'll get my 3 reps. and then I will make super small jumps on the way up. So if I'm moving up to 300 pounds, I'll probably start out with something like 185. Then my next set will be 205, then 225, then 250. It's not about moving a bunch of weight here, guys. It's about sweating. It's about cutting body fat. It's about being conditioned. There's a lot of other things that you're gonna get, and you are gonna get strength through this, but that's not really our focus here. So don't worry so much about the weight. You're just worried about getting good quality reps. Now, once you're working up, you have 10 total sets. Now, I'm not expecting you to add weight every single round of those 10 rounds. Most time for me, I will top out around round 6 or 7, and then I'll just manipulate the weight. I'll drop it back down a little bit to finish out the remainder of my sets. I manipulate that weight constantly, right? That's all I'm doing during that rest period. Now, there's gonna be some of you who get those 3 squats done, and you're gonna turn and you're gonna look at the clock and go, what do I do with the other 55 seconds? It drives me crazy. So there's 2 main ways that I remedy that. The first one is I add more weight to the bar, because trust me, the heavier that thing gets, amazingly that minute seems shorter and shorter. And then the second thing is I will add a second muscle in there. So for the bench or an overhead, I'll typically throw in an antagonistic muscle group. So if I'm doing bench that day, I will do 3 bent over rows to 3 bench presses in that minute, at top of a minute, add weight to both, go from there. If it's a pull-up and an overhead press, go together. If it's something lower body, I'll typically do something explosive. So like a squat, I will do a box jump. On a deadlift, I might do a kettlebell swing, something along the lines of that. But if that minute seems extremely long, like you're using up too much rest, then I would encourage you to stick some more things inside that minute. And trust me, you will find the right amount of work for you. All right, so that first 10 minutes is done. Your strength stuff is done and out of there. Now I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to break all that down and set up your next thing, which is, that's pretty generous. 5 minutes is a lot of time. But from there, you're gonna move on to a second every minute on the minute for 10-minute set, which is gonna be based more off of a secondary lift. So let's say you did the bench press as your main lift for the day for your strength. Your secondary thing, I want you to focus on something that is more of where your weak points need to be addressed. So let's say you have weak triceps and you have trouble keeping your elbows tucked. So we'll give you something like a neutral grip dumbbell bench press. Okay, we'll be working that. Now, that's what I encourage you to stick in on the secondary, but however, since we don't want to go quite as heavy as we did on strength, I want you to keep your reps around the 4, 6, or 8 rep range. And again, it's all going by feel. So if you're feeling great, go a little heavier. If you're not, go a little lighter. Do what you got to do. But this is a great opportunity to get in some good quality reps, work your technique, as well as kind of get a pump. And again, for this 10 minutes, if you're getting done your set of 8 incline bench presses and you're looking at the clock going, I'm bored, I don't have a lot to do, then lay down on the ground, do 12 hollow rocks, and then shrink that rest period to something like 30 seconds or 20 seconds. And trust me, that's typically where I try to keep my stuff is around 30 seconds or 20 seconds, because something happens with every minute on the minute, which is why I enjoy it so much. It is honestly one of the favorite things that I do when I'm working out right now, because it creates kind of an answering the call type of situation. Almost like you're a boxer and you're in the corner of the ring and your rest period's coming down and you're looking across the ring at the guy going, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, but I'm gonna make a choice right here. There's 10 seconds left. I can either close my eyes and hope this doesn't hurt too much, just go into it hoping that I survive it, or I can switch my mind into more of the attacking and I'm going to do something with this set. I'm going to give it my best and everything like that. And you're gonna have 30 chances, or you're gonna have a bunch of chances here, you're gonna have a bunch of chances here to kind of switch your mind over from that passive victim mindset to more of the attacking, things don't happen to me, I happen to things. And this is just a great way to start working that so it'll bleed over into other areas of your life. But once you're done that second 10 minutes, you are getting another 5 minutes of rest to break that down and set up your next thing. Now, the last thing for the day is actually gonna be 9 minutes, and that's gonna be your assistance stuff. So what I want you to do for assistance is choose 3 exercises. Now, let's say we went bench press here. You went bench press here, you did incline bench press here. Now for your assistance, you need to be thinking about tier 3 exercises, stuff that you know you need to do, but it's just not as important as other things. So things like tricep extensions, body weight dips, push-ups, stuff that's just less important, that's going to build up your chest, but still you need to get it done, right? So what I want you to do here is you're just gonna do 3 rounds. You're gonna set up all 3 of those exercises very, very close to each other, because you're not gonna have a lot of time to rest and rotate between. Let's say you did tricep extensions, dips, and push-ups, just for example, all right? You're gonna do 40 seconds of tricep extensions. You're gonna rest for 20 seconds, finishing out that minute. You're gonna move on to your push-ups. Then you're gonna do push-ups for 40 seconds, rest 20 seconds, move on to your dips. From there, 40 seconds, 20 seconds, and then you're back up to your whatever the first thing I said was. So for all you mathematicians out there, that makes a 3-minute round. You're doing 3 of them, that's 9 minutes. So if you take 5 minutes rest between these 2, which is a long time to put away a barbell and move it somewhere else, or take a bench and incline it, then you're looking at a total of 39 minutes. Everyone can spare 39 minutes a couple times a week to get something done for their health, for their future of their family, to do whatever. And trust me, guys, this type of workout will leave you absolutely panting. You will shred body fat. You're gonna get a good pump. I'm not saying you're gonna get a ton of strength gains because it's on the clock, short rest periods. It's just different than if you were doing 5-minute rest periods with accommodating resistance on conjugate, but that's not what this program is focused on, right? This is about people who are trying to fit a workout in someplace where there's not supposed to be workouts, or on your vacation, or you're just trying to shred a bunch of body fat for the summer and you don't want to be held too tightly to a program because you keep missing because your life is too awesome. I totally have that problem. Anyway, guys, like I said earlier, if you walk into the gym and you don't know what you're doing, shame on you. There are a ton of free programs that I put out, guys. Just go pick one of those and do that. But if you really walk in and you have no idea, this is something that I've fallen back on 1,000 times. It's something that literally I look forward to doing. It's how I set up so much of my speed work, my technique work. I love the every minute on the minute pattern just because what I talked about with the mental building, and it's a great thing to do, guys. So if you're looking for something to do, or you're stuck in a rut and you just want to break things up for a little bit, give it a try. See how it works? Let me know in the comment section down below, but I really do appreciate you guys giving me the time and the patience and just staying with me and all the support that you guys always do. It just means so much to me. So I really do appreciate it, guys. I will catch up with you later in the week. Until I do go out to something amazing in your lives, keep working hard, people. Be nice to each other. I'll see you later. Hope I don't need to do retakes.